Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And so today I have a journal with me video, and we are going to prep some weeks in this hobonichi weeks. And so this is a 2025 hobonichi weeks. This is the Yumi Kirigishi wallpaper weeks. I bought it on eBay like sometime in August, I think it was. And yeah, I got it because I'm obsessed with this design. I don't use a weeks. I don't need a weeks for anything, but with the new line, the new hobonichi line and everything, I just really, I kept dreaming about this weeks. And so I was like, you know what? Went on eBay, got it for like 20 bucks, and I have weeks. Now, I didn't know what I was going to use it for, and it is the 2025 weeks, but I have since figured out what I'm going to use it for, and I'm going to use it next year for like a gratitude journal. I think I mentioned this. I'm going to use it as like a gratitude journal, like a daily gratitude, but also kind of like a joy journal. So I was inspired by Stephanie from the Journal Diaries, and she uses hobonichi for like everything, and she uses different like all the different sizes and all the different things. I don't remember what she uses for her joy journal, or her journal of joy. I think that's what she calls it. But it's like gratitude. It's moments and things and music and movies and things that bring her joy. And so this is going to be a combination of that. It's going to be a combination of gratitude, daily gratitude, and then the grid side of it is going to be like things I'm loving and stuff like that. And so I'm going to use that for that. And I've already set this up. I've already done a week in here, but currently the week that I'm currently on, I haven't decorated yet. So I actually haven't done my gratitude. I've been listing my gratitude on my phone, and so I'll copy it over once I have this decorated. But I just kind of wanted to come on and show you how I set it up, and then do like a journal with me video of me decorating my pages for like the next 2 weeks. And so I kind of left the cover, like the cover, like all this kind of the same. I might cover this up because I'm not keeping it in 2025, even though I am keeping December of 2025, because these planners start in December. What I did here, this is like the yearly, like at a glance calendars. I actually covered it up with this Muji paper. I was trying to find paper that matches the cream of the hobonichi weeks, and the loose leaf Muji paper matches it, and so I've just covered it up here. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I was thinking what I normally do in my hobonichi Han, I'm gonna bring out the one that I'm keeping for this year. So for my hobonichi Han, what I usually do in the beginning, because I also do this, I kind of cover pages up. Like I cover, so this is the year at a glance thing. These are these pages here. I cover up one side to put my key, because I kind of keep it sort of like a commonplace. And then these pages, the index pages, I also covered up. I believe these are the index pages here. I don't cover up here because I use them as an index. They're not index pages. They're monthly. I don't know. I use them as index pages. But I do use, these are all the monthlies. I do all use. But like I end up covering up some of the other monthlies, and like I have books I read this year. I have my bingo card. I usually put my vision board. And then I do sort of my one little word here. And so I'm thinking I might do the same here. I might use these for like my one little word. I don't know. I'm gonna use them for something. But I covered up those. I covered up that whole index thing here. And then this is the December calendar, which I am also gonna cover up. I'm gonna cover this up with, if not some of this Muji paper, something else, because I don't need this monthly at all. And then we'll jump into the January monthly. Now, this is all dated, right? This is all dated for 2025. And so this is wrong. But what I was thinking of doing, I saw this on Instagram, and apologies, I don't remember the Instagram account that I saw this on. I saved it, so if I can, I'll find it and link it. But what this girl did was she basically put a picture a day in the calendar, and I figured that would be great. That would be great for me to put a little picture a day in these squares. And so that's what I'm going to do with the monthly starting in January. So I did subscribe to the Cocoa Daisy calendar weeks sticker kit. And I'm going to use that to redate the days. And so it comes with stickers, like all these beautiful stickers that you can just redate the days here. So I don't have to go in and white it out and like redate it. So I can just put the stickers right over everything, put the stickers here, you know, put all the stickers on the day, monthly, oh my God, on the monthly pages. And then I'm going to print out tiny little photos, probably on sticker paper, and do a photo a day for the monthlies. Because I, one, don't take enough pictures anymore. Now that I don't scrapbook, I don't take nearly enough pictures, and I miss that and miss kind of capturing moments in my everyday. I just don't. Like I used to carry a camera with me. I do carry a camera with me all the time because your phone is a camera, but I don't like using my phone camera often. I like carrying a camera, and I used to do that all the time when I was a teenager, and like just I used to do it when I was scrapbooking too, and now I just don't. I need to get back into that. But also, I've been thinking about my one little word for next year, and I've been thinking about the theme of my year, because I always do a theme for the year. And so my theme for this year, 2025, was letting go, and my word was flow. So I wrote here the main theme is letting go, releasing control, going with the flow. And then my word to represent that was flow. And then supporting words that I had were love, joy, and wonder. And then glimmers. I have this whole thing here saying love plus joy plus wonder equals glimmers. And so these were all supporting words. And then each one I have journaling of like what that encompasses. If you know how I pick my word and how I use my words, I have tons of videos about my unraveling journal. I actually have a playlist that I will make sure to link down below so that you can get a glimpse of like how I keep that journal and like what I mean by all my words. I talk a lot about this in my unfurling course. I have like a whole section about picking a theme for your year, picking your words, because I like having a main theme, and I like having the word encompass that theme, and then supporting words are all the little things from my intentions that I want to focus on. They all have a word, and it all lives under the umbrella of the main word, if that makes sense. And so I've been thinking a lot about this for next year. And one thing I learned this year, so my words always come from things that I learned the previous year. So in 2023, I learned that I was having a lot of trouble letting things go. I was holding on to things that I needed to release. I'm still incapable of like not being in control of certain things, but I think I've gotten better this year at understanding that I cannot always control everything in my life. There are just some things that are completely out of my control, and I have to be okay with that. Like I have to learn how to be okay with that. And so that's this year. That was my practice for this year. And through all of that, I realized this year, like through living out 2025 and through just connecting with people, I've realized that I have trouble being in the present. I live my life in hindsight, which is insane. I really do live my life in hindsight. It's wild how, like, if you ask me what I'm feeling in a particular moment, I couldn't tell you, but I will know exactly how I felt once I journal it out. It's bizarre. It's just how my brain works. But I keep thinking about it this year, and I'm just like, wow, I've lived my life, my entire life that way. Like, I look back on things and I'm like, wow, yeah, that was fun. Or, oh yeah, I felt like this. But if I'm in the moment, it's like, it takes me a minute to process what I'm experiencing. And like, after the moment's over, that is when I can tell you, oh yeah, you know, I felt this way. I can't, like, I don't know, like, I'm incapable of living in the moment, of being in the moment, of being present, right? And so I think my theme for next year is going to be that. I think it's going to be presence or living in the moment or mindfulness, or I haven't fully chosen like the word, but the theme of it is going to be that, is living in the moment, being present. That's going to be the theme. The word I'm leaning towards is attuned, like being attuned to like what's happening in your life, but also the emotional aspect of it. Because I think that's what I struggle a lot with, is like being in the moment and then recognizing what that moment's making me feel. And so that's kind of where I've been thinking about and toying with. And that is why I'm starting this practice, because I read like all the time, they always, like all these people, like all psychologists and therapists and everybody, they always say like gratitude, if you can be mindful to write down what you're grateful for each day, like that is a mindfulness practice. And I'm just like, that's something that I can do. That's something that I've tried over the years to do, is to be daily gratitude, because it gets you into the present moment, right? And so that is why I'm starting this. And I think that would be good, especially with the one photo a day, because then I have to be mindful of capturing these little moments and like actually seeing something and recognizing that in the moment and capturing it and putting it, like all these things are mindfulness practices, right? The photo a day, the gratitude a day. And so that's what I'm thinking for my word. And I think this would be a great practice for me. And so that is what I'm planning to do for these monthly pages. And I am going to start in January to do that. And so we have plenty of monthly pages here. The ones that go in, so like this is 2026 January, I might cover these up the same way that I covered this up. I don't know what I'll put here, but I'll use them for something, because I kind of just want to keep the year. But then of course this planner starts the last full week of November, and it goes into December of the current year. And so I have already started this and I've already decorated and I've already filled these pages out. So this was the Thanksgiving. I redated it for this year. This is Thanksgiving week, and this is what I did. I had so much fun decorating because I have plenty of stickers. I think I talked a lot about my sticker books in my last video, I think, or one of my last videos, but I have tons of stickers and I'm constantly buying more stickers, and I get a Cocoa Daisy kit every month, and I'm just constantly getting new stickers and collecting them and putting them in my books, and I'm not using them. And so I had so much fun using my stickers from my sticker book to decorate these pages. And what I did is I decorated the page first and then did my writing. And I did gratitude for every single day on this side. And then this side, I decided to do things that I'm loving. And so I have like a very short list of the things that I was enjoying that week. But then it was also Thanksgiving, and I went to my boyfriend's parents' house for their Thanksgiving. And this was a picture that he took on his phone. And so I just kind of printed it out really, really small so that it fit in the space. And then I wrote a little something about it, because I'm trying to be present and I'm trying to also kind of document my life in a way. I know I do that in my little A6 journal, because I did print this out twice and I have the pictures there too. And I'll journal more in length about this, but this was more about being thankful and being grateful and like just that gratitude. Everything I'm leaning towards gratitude and things that are making me happy, things that I'm loving, things that are bringing me joy, that sort of thing. That is what's going to go in here. And so, yeah, this is how that week came out. And this is actually the current week that we're on. And I don't have it decorated it at all. And so I figured, since I was going to come sit down and do this and decorate this page, that I will just film it. And so, hi. This is me. Welcome to my channel. I am going to do a little, I guess, a journal with me, because this is a journal. I'm not using it as a planner. I'm definitely using it as a journal, and we are going to decorate. So I think I'm going to use some of these pages here. This is like sheet music, and then this is from a dictionary. And I think I need to get more like dictionary paper, or like this sort of thin Bible paper, because it's good for the weeks. Because I know the more paper that I put in, the more that it's going to chunk up. But if it's really thin, like the Toma River paper, it's not going to be like, it's going to be chunky, but it won't be that chunky, if you know what I'm saying. So I think I'm going to use some of this paper, but I also have all these beautiful stickers from Hello Petite Paper that I ordered and just peeled them off the sheets and stuck them into these sticker books. Like I have this, like these pages of it. I have another sticker book here where I have more of their stickers. And so I was thinking of using one of these kits, and I was leaning towards this kit because I need winter stuff. And honestly, I could use, what could I use? Like, I could use this because it has like the blue, even though it's more springy. But I don't know. I'm liking this sort of like autumn kind of vibey to it. And so I think I'm going to use these stickers in combination with my book pages and then some other things, because I do have these sticker books from Hobby Lobby, and I've been using some of these stickers as well to kind of decorate my pages. That's kind of what I did for this week, except I used my Cocoa Daisy kits as well. I have Cocoa Daisy stickers in here as well, so I might just mix and match and decorate, but I am going to probably stop talking, or I'm just going to work on this, speed you up, probably do a voiceover as I'm working to chat a little bit more. But yeah, I'm just gonna start working on this now. So one of the first things I do here is I go in and cover up all the dates. I am using an MD paper correction tape to do this, and I am struggling to cover them all up. The only reason why I picked the MD paper one is because it's cream, and the cream correction tape matches closely with the Hobonichi Weeks cream Tomoe River paper. And so yeah, I picked this up. I'm not even sure if it's, maybe I got a faulty one, but it like skips, and you can see here that like I gave up halfway trying to cover everything because it'll just skip and then like peel up. Lately, I've been having a lot of trouble with correction tapes doing this. Normally, I buy the little cheap ones from Daiso, and you'll see further on that I end up having to use that one, but that's like a white correction tape. So I really need to find a better cream colored correction tape for the weeks, but I am using the MD paper one. Anyway, I don't even bother with the quotes at the bottom because I've just been covering them up with paper, and I am using this very thin dictionary paper to cover up all of those quotes at the bottom, and I layer it on the top too, just sort of to frame the spread. And I really love this dictionary paper. It's like Bible paper. It's very thin. And the sheet music that I have there on the desk, which I don't use for this page, is also like that Bible thin type of paper. And I feel like if I'm going to continue to add paper to this week's, it's going to have to be that thin Bible paper because it will chunk up after a while. And so I need to go get me some more dictionary papers, or like I've seen some like books, like Shakespeare books with that same paper. I just need to go and get some used books that have that really thin, fragile paper. But yeah, I'm pretty much just adding a bit of it to each corner, again, to sort of frame the spread. And the stickers that I decided to use were these beautiful ones from Hello Petite Paper. It is a sticker shop based in Portugal that I used to buy stickers from all the time, and then I stopped, and then recently have since made 2 orders, and their collections are so pretty, and I usually just get the stickers on matte paper, and so I'm using one that's kind of like a fall themed, and I spend a lot of time trying to figure out which days of the week stickers to use, so I'm using like a mixture of the Hello Petite paper stickers and my Cocoa Daisy stickers. So I do subscribe to the Cocoa Daisy kits. I subscribe to the mini Daisy Dory, that's for my planner, and I subscribe to the stationery kit. And the stationery kit, I like it because it gives you an assortment of stickers and embellishments and stuff for anything, for your journals, your scrapbooks, your planners. And sometimes I will purchase an extra kit. Like I tend to purchase the creative kit because again, it just gives you the supplies, right, to be creative. I don't need any of the Cocoa Daisy sticker kits. Like I don't need any of the kits to plan anything because I don't
plan, like I don't decoratively plan. I basically use these for journaling only. But my stationery kit comes with a sticker sheet of the days of the week stickers. And so I've been using those to replace the dates that I've covered up on the weekly section of the Hobonichi weeks. And so I settled on these yellow ones because I liked the bold, warm color. It kind of pulls those warm tones from the Hello Petite paper stickers that I am using. And then I'm just struggling again with the damn correction tape trying to cover up those dates. Sometimes I have good luck with it and sometimes I really, really don't. And this spread I just didn't. And further on, I do cover up a section of that where I didn't like how the correction tape went down, so I just covered it up with a sticker. And so I use those weekly stickers horizontally to cover up the dates. And then I have these clear number stickers. I believe they came with the oh my god, the Maggie Holmes planners. Do you remember those disc planners, the day by day collection? One of the Maggie Holmes sticker books from that collection had these clear date stickers for the calendar. And so I just bought the sticker book because you know me, I love stickers. And so I'm using these clear ones for the weeks. And I think I have about a month, not a month, a whole year of them, but we'll see. I may be short the ending of December of next year, but all of my pages will be consistent unless I decide to use some of the Coco Daisy ones. So if I do get an extra kit, whether it's the journaling kit or the creative kit or I forget what other kit comes with dates stickers. The stationery kit does not, but I can use those number stickers as well. So it just depends. And so yeah, so I get the stationery kit and I get my mini Daisy Dory, but I also subscribed to for 2026 the calendar week sticker kit. And so that is to cover up my calendar section of this Hobonichi weeks because this week's is from this year, 2025. And so since I'm recording this, I have since got my January Coco Daisy kit and I have covered up the monthly with that sticker kit. And I think towards the end of this video, I will show you completed pictures of this spread filled out because this was last week's week as I'm recording the voiceover. But I will give you a peek at what my monthly is looking like for January with that Daisy, Coco Daisy calendar week sticker kit. I think that's the kit, the calendar weeks sticker kit. Coco Daisy has so many kits. There's so many kits, but they're so good. I just love them. I enjoy getting the one kit, the stationery kit that I get, and then extras if I want to buy extras. And then all the sticker sheets I peel off and put them in these books. I have like 3 of these sticker books because for me it's just easier, I think, to have all of my stickers in one place and I just flip through them. So I have 3. I'm like in the middle of my 3rd sticker book, and so the more stickers I get, the more of these books I'll get, but I prefer these than having the loose sticker sheets. And so this is the completed look of my weeks. I did fill this out because like I've said before, as I'm recording this voiceover, this was last week's spread. And so once I decorate the pages, I go in every week, every day, and I write my gratitude on the weekly side for the day that it is. And then on the grid side, I do sort of like a little memory keep, a little scrapbooking. And this week, the weekend, we celebrated my boyfriend's birthday and I took him to a archery class. And so these are the goofy selfies that we managed to take during the class, which were awful. They were awful. Our heads are cut off. They were just bad, but those are the ones that he took on his phone. And so I had to kind of print them out really small, cut them up and put them in here. And I printed them out grayscale because again, they were not very good. But that is how this spread turned out. And then this is how my monthly calendar for January is looking. And like I said, I'm going to take a picture of a day and print out those pictures really small and put them in the squares for each day that I took them. And yeah, So this is just a little peek at my hobonichi weeks that I will be keeping mostly for next year, but I did start early. And this is how I'm going about redating it and repurposing it, because this is a 2025 weeks that I will be using mostly in 2026. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, friends. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!